Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the 7 Deadly Sins, 4 Nights of the Apocalypse on Season 2 on Episode 4, or Nanatsu no Taizai, Mokushiroku no Yonkishi Season 2 on Episode 4. Whichever title that seems fitting for you. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have the episode start off with Gwen having to go through a location of Camelot. And we get to see Ironside decides to escort her to maybe take all the credit because, like I said, or maybe to remind you, sorry, of misguiding words of mine, Gwen knows what's going to happen due to the fact that her kaleidoscope can't see very broad visions of the future when she sleeps or in her dreams. If you read the series or watched the anime up to this point, you will understand how her power works. And of course, she does tell Ironside off to stop following him, that there will be a time that you will be in your son's arms weeping and coughing up blood. So, whatever the subtitles say or the fan translations give off, in other words, Ironside is going to die in his son's arms weeping and coughing up blood. After that, Ironside stops following her, and then she says, "Thank you for leaving me alone, bye-bye," and just goes on her way. Even though Ironside is a strong knight and he is very stern and strict, if you may call those traits that's on him, we do know that he does get intimidated, I guess. Whether if it's because he's fearful of his fate, or maybe he's just really shocked to see Guinevere's attitude. We don't know what the situation is, but after hearing what will happen to him, he decides to go back and meet up with his son. And we get to see another side of Ironside. He actually has a good caring side, but only to those he cares about, such as his son. We get to know a little of his backstory, where he was trying to save his wife and his son from dying. Unfortunately, he was able to have his son reach Camelot in time, while his wife unfortunately succumbed to her possible illness. Because the way how it was shown in the episode of the 4 Nights of the Apocalypse, it looked like she looked very young or middle-aged, that it's not very close to death. But I guess she must have passed away from an illness, because there's no other way. Who knows? As the episode continues on, he does talk to his son Diodora, I believe. That's his son's name. We get to see that they have a good relationship, and he's been trying to raise him as the best kind of person he can be. So I thought it was pretty cool to see how the father and son relationship, even though the son doesn't lost his mother at a young age, he's still okay. And this is possibly, who knows, is because of Camelot. And whatever the situation is shown in this episode, he does care for his son and will do anything to make sure he stays alive. Like any other father or parent would do to protect their child or make sure they survive and raise them correctly. At least he made it there as best as he can. Other than that, Ironside does tell Diodora, you shouldn't go beyond Camelot, and that much I could tell you, while Diodora does suggest his father rest up if he's going on another mission later. And eventually, we get to see that Guinevere will finally meet up with King Arthur and have a little talk with him. Although Guinevere knows that King Arthur wants her for her kaleidoscope or her future vision-seeing ability, because that's the only thing he wants. He's not interested in some brat whatsoever. And we get to see his ruthlessness when Guinevere taunted him and mocked him, and Arthur shows a power of his chaos ability, telling her, "You better watch your mouth and tone while you're in my presence, because I'm a very foul mood because of you." Therefore, he decides to test out Guinevere's future vision ability. Eventually, Guinevere gives Arthur the full scope of what she could get, what her ability can do, telling them where his enemies are, and where they're at, what they're doing, and what two of your subordinates that's loyal to you will do. After King Arthur hears that, he decides to get ready to go into action. Guinevere does warn him, if you try to defy fate or fight against fate, you're going to pay a heavy price. But King Arthur says, hey, we won't know unless we try, right? And that's kind of funny of how Arthur words it. Like any other character or any other people will say, is like, we don't know unless we try, right? It's like, we don't know if we're going to get inside a UC or a very prestigious college unless we see what we can do. But you get the idea. Other than that, we get to see a scene switch, seeing Percival and his friends going to a location of where the festival is going to be held. And of course, they go into different rooms and seeing other things going on, some comedic stuff happening here and there. And we get to see some people bonding together as friends, as the episode continues on. That's if you watch the episode or read the series. Other than that, nothing really big has happened other than the first half of the episode. The second half is just Percival and his friends just relaxing, trying to enjoy themselves. But unfortunately for them, what they don't know is that two of Arthur's subordinates, or Chaos Knights, if I have to say so myself, of Camelot, is ready to go into action after giving the information they've been given by King Arthur's familiar, if they have to say so themselves, or King Arthur's subordinate, who knows. But one thing is for certain is that these two are ready to go into action and ready to carry out their mission to take out the four knights and their friends, because that's what King Arthur wants. So no one else would dare threaten him ever again. So I look forward to seeing next episode and the ones after that, and we don't really know how many episodes there will be in season 2, but I don't expect it to see that it will have a lot, maybe. Who knows? Guess we'll find out. Anyways, that's about it, people. See you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.